Last leg there from Ian White.
104.
So Van Gerwen already on a finish. I nearly saw it earlier this afternoon. Van Gerwen can't hit the top of the shot 170 in this first leg. Have to make do with a mere 134. White with 1-2 to hold this first leg.
Not a bad setup from Van Gerwen. White can't do anything about it. So Van Gerwen will have the first throw at the double.
43.
As we've seen so often with Van Gerwen, you don't want to keep letting him roll those legs after legs after legs. Well, he gets in with the third one. Important not to give White another shot at winning the leg.
64.
Excellent third dart. After two inauspicious ones before that.
93.
Michael's won the last 4 meetings of these two players, including the finals of 2 Players' Championship events in 2012. It's the first time they've ever met in a televised event, though. And Ian White, having been knocked out of the quarter-final stage at both the Players' Championships here and the World Championships as well, knows he's got to produce his A-game, and that will do him the world of good, the first maximum of the match.
Yeah, certainly needed that one.
16.
Giving himself a good opportunity to strike straight back. Always important against a player in such good form as Michael Van Gerwen is, to make sure you always stay there and thereabouts. We've seen it so often. Once they get on that gravy train, they can rattle off 3, 4, 5, 6 legs. Lewis did it against Sulovic. King did it against Painter. Jenkins did it in his match against Dolan.
Good start for Ian White. Great second dart. Bullseye for a 170. He hit it before the match started in earnest. Couldn't hit it when it really mattered. He will be back with a shot at 33, though, to win the second leg. Tight back up at 1-1 against the Van Gerwen throw.
Well, the 180 in the leg, almost the 170. It's going to put the icing on the cake, but important to take the leg. Double 4, Gene himself up. Come on, Ian. Yeah, in double 4. Getting a lot of experience all the time now, Ian White. One of the top professionals on the circuit, almost in the top 16. Maybe the run here may just move him over the edge. The trouble is, when you're 16th in the world, when it comes to the tournaments, you've got to play the #1 in the last 16 more often than not.
Which is a problem that I know Mace used to suffer from when he was 16th for a long time. Got Phil Taylor every week.
He's never been 16th.
But when a few didn't turn up, he got the 16th seeding.
That's what happens when you're around that position.
100.
But he has certainly upped his game in the last 2 years as Ian White. Having said that, so was Michael Van Gerwen 2 years ago. He wouldn't have thought he'd been in this position. Well, he's brought all his family, all his grannies from over Holland. Golden Girls from Holland. The Green Golden Girls.
140.
Quite subdued, the crowd this afternoon, Jim. We always get this on the Sunday at Minehead. Obviously a long day Saturday. They've been here since Friday, travelled down. Darts all day on the Saturday. Stop off and buy some silly glasses on the way.
96.
Sunday afternoon, Solemn getting ready for the semis and final later on tonight. The electric atmosphere, as it always is down here.
They've certainly been entering into the spirit of it, but entering into the spirits of it as well. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant from Ian Diamond White. 141, and he leads 2-1.
134.
Van Gerwen won the first leg. Ian White, maximum in the second. Almost a 170 finish. But a great 141 finish in leg 3. Just got a bit excited there. Just readjusting. Oh, and a good readjustment it is. Great readjustment.
21.
All 3 legs have been taken in 15 darts so far. There's Van Gerwen's first maximum.
There's plenty of green shirts in the audience.
40.
Very popular, the young Dutchman.
83.
In the rankings and the darts fraternity over the last 2 years. Had his breakthrough, as we know, World Grand Prix win over Mervyn King.
100. Michael Require 104.
Chance for a 12 dart leg. Needed the treble 16.
56.
And after 2 good legs, Ian White long way behind in this one.
100. Michael Require 48.
Single 16 for double 16. And it's another 15 dart leg. 2-2.
15 darters for fun. And we're only warming up.
I don't think he's the only one.
140. $94.
To readjust. I wouldn't quite call him the Hulk.
Yeah, that's some diet Hulk Hogan's been on, isn't it? He's done well for himself there. The Chris Mason diet.
Just in again, Van Gerwen.
57.
Only hit 140 and 1 maximum so far, and we're in leg 5. It's unusual. So he's not yet on the money. Players averaging mediocre 93 and 95 at this moment. I'm sure that will rise. Well, I'm sure it will rise. It will definitely rise. Maximum number 2 for Van Gerwen. Good time to get it. Leaves himself a 170. Can it be 350 in 6 darts?
59.
Well, this would raise the roof, particularly after a 180 to precede it. Another treble 20. Bullseye!
145.
An 1/8 of an inch away from genius.
Well, both players have had a shot for the 170 in this opening session. But 1, 2, 3, as Ted Rogers says. Backwards, 3, 2, 1. But he cannot finish now, so Van Gerwen will return for 25 to go in at the first break, leading 3-2.
Double 8s. 14
14
darter this time for Michael Van Gerwen. Another leg against the darts. He leads by 3 legs to 2. It's been solid rather than spectacular from Michael Van Gerwen and Ian White so far. The best is yet to come. And for that man as well, I hope. Michael Van Gerwen 3, Ian White 2 when we come back. To knowing which of the 5 will be making it all the way to their maiden title in this event. Michael Van Gerwen leading Ian White 3-2 as they both look for their first ever UK Open semi-final. Van Gerwen with the leg advantage, and he has the darts in this first leg of the second mini-session.
Ian White certainly had his chances.
140.
Yet to really hit the fireworks stage in the match from both players, but only one leg in it, so both players will know they're well and truly in the match. They've had the first session, they've had another break. Should start firing on both cylinders.
140.
Good 140 from Van Gerwen there. Coming out the blocks from the first break.
58.
Ian White has showed some real steel in this tournament so far. He's going to have to show some in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Strange haircut. I wonder if he's been to the Peter Wright School of Haircutting.
16.
There's the first one. 16 for Tops. Tops! Oh, on the wire. White a long way behind though in this leg. I mentioned earlier about how bright it is in here. Ian White did go off the stage. Maybe needed to readjust his eyes because he's been playing pretty well in this leg. Just not on the money.
Another 14 darter. Michael Van Gerwen has a 2-leg advantage. He's one of the hallmarks of Ian White's game that he doesn't know when he's beaten. Think back to even that quarter-final that he ended up losing at Ali Pali against Simon Whitlock. 4-1 down in that, got it back to 4-4, only to lose the decider. And we mentioned earlier that 2 of the 4 matches he's played here in Minehead this week, he's won the deciding leg. Saw off Gary Anderson in a nail-biter as well. So he does have resilience, but he needs some power scoring to go with it against this man.
He's certainly beaten some good players. This young man from Holland is a different prospect, and that's why with darts like that, Van Gerwen is looking good. It's his 3rd maximum. Ian White's hit 1 and has just peaked over the 100 average for the first time.
Since the start of the last 32, 4 matches have been won with an average of over 100.
96.
Michael Van Gerwen's had 2 of those 4 victories. 100 against Andy Hamilton, 101 against Mark Webster yesterday.
Well, his consistency level, keeping the high averages, is very high. But Ian White's not too far behind. A little shake of the head, despite hitting the maximum, and that's because he's thinking to himself, why didn't I do this earlier?
57. Here you require 97.
But in the context of this match, this is the kind of checkout he needs. Just in the wrong bed.
81.
It's a double 8 if he comes back, but 113 here for the Dutchman. 13 for Tops. Just makes it look routine.
Well, when he gets on this roll, Michael Van Gerwen, similar to what Phil Taylor used to do. Adrian Lewis has done it in his last 2 games. They get on this little roll and they just don't feel like they're going to miss. You give them an opportunity for a big finish, they take it. A big score, nicking the leg. So hard to stop. You've got to dig deep. Ian White did a maximum in that leg, but just could not get a throw at the double. Well, that's 26, but it's an unlucky 26. 2 in the corner of the treble 1.
121.
Well, he's won 5 legs so far, Michael Van Gerwen. 2 14 darters and 3 15 darters, and to Ian's credit, his 2 victories have been 15 darters as well. So every leg has been won in 5 visits.
Well, after 3 legs, he led 2-1. We're in leg 8. He's 5-2 down. Needs to stop the rot.
It doesn't look as though it's going to happen in this leg either.
Well, the shake of the head there tells you the story. He has really lost his line.
46.
Since that break, went off the stage. We mentioned about the lighting. It's very, very bright in here. It may not mean too much, but it does take you a couple of shots to readjust, and he's just not got himself back to the focus he had in the first session. Well, all over. Well, what's going on here?
66.
Bag of nails.
52.
For another 14 darter.
In shot the 8th leg. Michael Van Gerwen.
And when he hits his rhythm, he just runs away with it.
Catch me if you can. In the happy zone. Ian White isn't. This is better. Digging deep.
140.
Big leg this for White.
140.
Applied by Van Gerwen. He's not missing. So the pressure is piling on Ian White. Because he knows he's not playing that well.
60.
Trying a little bit too hard, and it's just not happening.
59.
Done well on that jug. Good for you.
Round of applause from everybody. I think Ian must think he was clapping. They were clapping the single one.
78. $58.
Scrappy leg. And we've got some good ones so far. Chance of White here, that's better. Just dig deep. He is 4 legs adrift. He can win this one. 3, just keep taking it leg by leg. Stop the rot, that's the important thing.
100. And you require 83.
Single 16. Bullseye. Needed that. Really needed that. And it's not just winning the legs, the manner in which he did it as well. 15 dart finish for Ian White and an 83 takeout on the bull.
57.
And that's one closer to Van Gerwen. Very important that he held after losing the last 2 legs which he had started.
That will make him feel a whole lot better. He needs to keep
60.
continuing on the march. Shake of the head there. Missed an opportunity. Van Gerwen only started with 57. He's starting to miss the big trebles. Good last start.
99.
White just needs to hang in here and hopefully get an opportunity towards the end of the leg. Another flyer there into the 5. Oh,
40.
yeah. Holds his hand up.
$140.
In the pink. Ian White in the red. There's 2. And there's the 3rd. Yeah. Another little flicker of the eyebrow from Ian White. He's got a chance here to take this leg. Can he nick another one? Oh, great last 6 starts from Ian White. 180, 140. Giving himself a real opportunity unless Van Gerwen can take this. And he's not going to on this visit. So Ian White returns to the board. Can he go in at the second break? Only 2 legs behind.
Good start, double 12. Massive dart, a double 12, and he's missed it by some distance.
That was some distance. What a chance missed by Ian White. Van Gerwen, 66. Will he make the same mistake? 1 dart left in his hand for double 18, and Van Gerwen misses the double. Both players feeling the pinch.
Semi-final beckoning now for Van Gerwen. 6-4 lead. Just to reiterate, it's the 1st to 10 in this best of 19 quarter-final.
Well, Ian White has got himself back in the match, but he still trails by those 2 legs.
76.
And we've said a couple of times Van Gerwen does get on the roll, but occasionally just seems to switch off. And let Ian White back in the match. But it also gives your opponent a little bit of confidence.
140.
That's exactly what's happening.
Holds here. He's then won 3 legs in a row. From 6-2, he's got it back to 6-5. Self-belief restored.
Fell beaten by the youngster Aidan Kirk. Oh, despondency from White.
66.
Good last one though, but is it enough? Still a long way ahead in the leg. And Gerwen's big scoring
139.
up until then has been letting him down. Ian White, 3 legs on the trot. Stay solid.
100.
Crucial last start, because he got himself down to a finish.
So important, these ton scores.
96. In your reply, 153.
Well, earlier, I saw both players on big finishes, almost hitting them. They're both on a big finish again.
99.
Ian White in a good position. And Gerwen, 147. And he's not going to hit it.
59. In your reply, 54.
For a 3rd successive leg. 2 darts at double top.
Well, he's regained his composure. He hasn't had to have the 4 best legs of the tournament. He's just had to be solid.
99.
Michael van Gerwen, his scoring has let him down consistently over the last 4 legs, and that's why we're back to 6-5 and back to game on.
85.
Massive leg this for both players.
134.
Van Gerwen to stop the rot from his point of view, despite still leading. Averages have dropped. You see Van Gerwen 96. He was well into the hundreds.
Both players are good 6 or 7 points behind what they've averaged in the last 2 matches. The pressure perhaps beginning to tell.
86.
Oh, Elton's joining the fans. Great
137.
darts from White. Staying there, keeping on the shirt tail of Michael van Gerwen.
58.
He's not hitting the big numbers. The big trebles eluding Van Gerwen. Oh, unlucky there with that. He's going to have to move.
80.
Great split. Great
124.
split on the 19s. Oh, 14 for Bull. Bull for Van Gerwen. He needs it and he hits it. He turns round to the crowd and gives the MVG power punch. He needed that one.
Well, had he not hit that ball, then White would have been on 99. Had he taken that out, it would have been the 3rd time
60.
that he'd won a leg against the Van Gerwen throw. He could have tied it up at 6-6, and effectively it then becomes just a best of 7 match. As it is, Van Gerwen retains the 2-leg lead and starts leg 13 in the best possible manner.
Well, he's woken up from his mini hibernation. Seems to have been elsewhere for the last 10 or 15 minutes. Back on track. Back on track.
140.
180 followed by 140. The big scores eluded him in the last 4 legs. Great 1-2-4 finish. It just shows you sometimes those big finishes, especially on the bull, can really G you up for the remainder of the match.
140. 134.
Well, he might look back on that 124 that he took out in leg 12 as being the turning point for him, because he's thrown 9 superb darts in this leg. And when he comes back here, he's on an 11 dart finish, which will be the best leg of the match so far. Single 15 for double 16, and there's his 11 darter. All of a sudden, 6-5 becomes 8-5, and he only needs 2 more legs to reach the semi-final.
Yeah, the catalyst, certainly the 1-2-4 finish. 8 out of 16 for Van Gerwen. That's pretty good in anybody's book.
105.
Ian White, 5 out of 9. That's not too shabby either. When he led 6-2, we all thought it was going to be over pretty quickly. He went to sleep. Ian White came back, almost got it back to level.
Van Gerwen's been peppering that treble 19 in the last 2 or 3 legs. I think he's missed it.
96.
When we look at Michael Van Gerwen's 3 previous games, he's done the same thing towards the end of the match. He's
84.
just gone on that roller coaster and taken 4 or 5 legs on the trot.
Well, we talked about Ian White's famed resilience, but he needs to show that he has it in abundance here.
124.
Oh, giving himself a slap on the head for missing the big 18. Just lack of concentration. Should have been thrown at tops, but will return for 54.
100. Michael Uniquar, 54.
Tops. And it takes him just 1 leg away. White needs all 5 from here. No pressure against the world number 1.
Just taking 1 leg at a time, Ian White here. Can't do anything more. Almost got back in the match. Both players starting to hit the big scores. That's his 5th 180 of this match. 8 so far, 3 from White. There we are. Just slightly ahead on the ton pluses and the 180s.
100.
Decent match this one. Topsy-turvy.
93.
Well, his average was over 100 at one stage, and then he just dipped and it went down towards 90. But he's got it back into 3 figures now.
Yeah, he's back on the train, isn't he?
85. $96.
Well, 1-3-2, one of the favourite finishes on the circuit. The bullseye route, if you can hit it. Ian White will be leaving something here.
136. Michael Uniquar, 132.
Done this many times before. Premier League for 1. Can he do it here for a place in the semis? There's 2. A 1-3-2. Ooh, to the crowd from MVG. That would have been ouch for Ian White.
Tops to stay alive. 9-6. Would have been some way though for Michael Van Gerwen to tie it up if he'd gone bull double 16 for a 132 and a 10-5 victory. Ian White takes the first of the 5 successive legs that he needs for an almighty shock and one of the great comebacks.
Yeah.
140.
Well, that was good to see, wasn't it? And the reason to go for the bull shot is because it gives you too many options.
140.
If you've got 25, it's treble 19 bull. Obviously go for bull, you've just hit it, go for it again. Some people go for treble 14. Just gives you a few more options. But it was good to see at the end there, this smile from Van Gerwen missing it. And then Ian White hit the double.
140.
Gave it the old back of the net 1-0 job.
134.
Surely got to go out in 6 starts from here, White. And that, of course, is assuming that Michael doesn't take 127 out to win the game. Put the pressure on. Treble 19. Bullseye for the match.
102. In your
One
report,
at the
81.
ball. Not this time. Will he get another shot? Ian White. Double 12 to stay in the match. One more left. Oh, great dart from Ian White. Showing true professional composure. He's still in there by his fingertips.
Nerves of steel. A 12 darter against the throw. It was 9-5 down. It's got it back to 9-7. Holds here, it's 9-8.
16.
He's making a good fist of it.
Well, we said he was a fighter. He's certainly fighting. Giving it a good go.
45.
You just never know in this match, in this game of darts, anything can happen. He's only got to win one leg against the throw. He's obviously got to win the ones with throw.
96.
Just take it one leg at a time. Apply the pressure to your opponent. Always let them know you're there. You're still in the match.
140.
Has won 3 out of 6 legs against the Van Gerwen throw. It's
57.
happened before. Players can come back from 9-5 down. Phil Taylor did it.
Yeah, we saw it a couple of years ago against Andy Hamilton. Almost lost my voice. A few people will pay for that.
100.
Well, he set himself up with a chance again, Ian White.
59.
6 darts at 110 to get it back to 9-8. 10 for double top. You have to admire his nerve. He needed to win 5 legs in a row, and he's won the first 3, but he's got to break the Van Gerwen throw here.
Well, he's doing exactly what he needed to do. He's hanging in there, fighting away. He's had 2 last leg deciders already in this tournament, so he will feel confident if he can take it to the last leg. He will be throwing first if he wins it. Starts with a maximum.
100.
It's all getting tense.
Finishing line 8 is 0 under for Michael. At 9-5, he thought he was there. At 9-6, he would still have thought that he was there. I wonder whether the first element of doubt has crept in. 9-8. 4 perfect darts at the start of this leg from Ian White.
Oh, needs 2 trebles. One's probably
96.
not enough. 81 from White last visit after the maximum, but he's still in a good position. He's put himself in a good position. He needs to stay there. Oh,
45.
Didn't need that one.
Certainly wasn't the time for a 45.
96.
Could be costly. And Gerwen on a finish. 109. 2 darts at a treble. White 195. What can he leave?
What
a good last dart that was in the context of the match. That is a great last dart.
Might be academic though. Tops. Saw the opening and finally was able to pounce to get himself over the line. It was a brilliant attempt at a comeback from Ian White, but it goes down as nothing more than an heroic failure. Michael Van Gerwen gets the job done. He is through to his first